What's going on, guys? We're back with another replay analysis. This one is of Charlesard right here. We're going to get right into it. But first, he got his replay analyzed by going to patreon.com/Gibbs00. I haven't been making as much content lately, sorry, with the baby and all that and RLCS going on, so I apologize for that, guys. But I'm still going to be doing all my replays, and I'll be doing some other additional content as well. So you can check some stuff out there, Patreon, or just, obviously on the YouTubes. And then he was a Rising Star in this game. His teammate was also a Rising Star. They were close to shooting Star. And they're looking for ways to improve our strategies, new mechanics to learn. And yeah, let's just go right into it. See how this plays out. Start back at the start. See what their face-off. I do like when you cheat up on a face-off in twos. It is risky, but it's... You have to choose one or the other at some point. This play I don't actually like that much. Right here... Hammer Pants probably should have cut away. Well, alright, so actually, the Hammer Pants either has to take this mid boost and go up the wall for a wall aerial, or leave the boost for Charlesard, so that he can also wall aerial. One of these two should be wall aerial in here, and whichever one doesn't should be going back to grab their own boost. And here it looks like Hammer grabs the boost but doesn't go up for the ball. So then we get a normal basic aerial, which almost worked. The goalie did come out and challenge it. I'm surprised the goalie didn't come out sooner once they saw that they weren't going up the wall. But it still kind of worked out for them, but I would have liked to see a wall aerial from whoever grabbed that mid boost. And that's always a big thing on face-offs. Like, one of you is going to have to grab mid boost, the other one's probably going to have to retreat. Or, like, look for a play, but it's really dangerous in twos to do that when you have zero boost, because you can't get back in time in case things go wrong. So we go here. We have one guy trying for the dunk. Hammer Pants tried for the dunk. I don't really care for this attempt. I'm going to actually look at it from his view, see if we get a better look. Ooh, his camera's funky. Funky camera. Yeah, he's not... I don't know. He's not that close to this ball. You really shouldn't be diving for these. In threes, I'm like, yeah, go for it. Why not? You still have two back. In twos, it's a lot more risky to try for a dunk when... That was... a low percentage chance to make that happen, and those are hard to read, obviously, to see if that's possible. But it puts Charlesard in a really awkward spot where he has to try and kill this ball long enough so Hammer Pants can come back, or just make Relax try for a hard pass into the middle. So he tries to kill it. Like, this is actually not a bad play. He throws it on the underside of his car so it hits lightly, so it doesn't bounce high and then goes up the wall. So it's not the end of the world here, and he actually should have attacked this ball. I'm shocked he didn't. Right here, I would have expected him to actually attack and try and block the pass attempt from Relax. Because, like, the main thing here is, since he doesn't attack, he's out of the play no matter what. So, at this point, why not just attack and see if you can get a dunk, or at least a tip away? Because with him on the wall here, it's not really going to do much. He does notice it's like, oh, I probably could have had a chance at this ball, and then tries to turn. Now he's just caught in this middle ground where he's like, I know I'm going to lose, but I'm going to try and block the pass. Like, I would have much preferred him just to go for the pass right away and block it. Because once you're on that wall, you are committed to it. And it depended on Relax's pass. Like, he still could have blocked it maybe if he was hugging the wall near the post. But you have Hammer Pants is back now because of that soft touch. So he could have easily just went for the attack on the ball. He doesn't necessarily have to jump. Like, if he thinks it's like an awkward challenge, you don't have to jump so you don't like give Hammer Pants too little time. Because he would have to make a really juicy or really good save, possibly, and then also hold out until you fall down from going for a wall aerial, which takes a really long time. So, let's go back actually to Hammer Pants. I want to see his dribble coming out of the net. So he gets back in time. I believe he doesn't really have much... I don't know. Looks like he did pick up that mid boost. Here, if he can just push that to the outside corner really quickly, he would have had a goal there. Instead, he took his time, and that's not what you want to do. When you have an open net, take the shot. Like, right here is the big mistake. He pulls it out here. This is actually a really bad play by Jay Howard as well. So this is another one of those, you don't really have a dunk opportunity, so don't go for it. Jay Howard goes for it. He's the last man back because Relax just made that pass. Now, Relax is doing the smart play here by going back to net right after a pass. But Jay Howard cannot be going for this ball. Do not get baited in twos when someone is trying to pass the ball middle. Like, if it's a bad pass, do not go for it, because that's how a lot of goals are scored in twos, with just that counter play from the goalie. So right here, He just gets a little too boost hungry. You see that last split second, he kept boosting, and now he's ahead of the ball, so he actually can't get the angle on the shot. The blue guy going back has no boost, so he could have easily just shot that and scored that goal. Instead, he had to try and cut it back to his other side. Like right here, like if he just doesn't boost, waits till he gets his angle, then boosts again, he would have had a good shot, but he got a little too panicky because he wanted to try and push the ball as fast as possible down the field. And sometimes it's not always the best idea to be going as fast as possible, to push the ball as fast as possible down the field, if that makes any sense. Like, it's much more important to get the right angles and then using that effectively. Here again, he hits it. Again, he boosts. Right here, he did not need to boost. That first hit, he could have easily hooked around and got an angle on a shot and probably would have still scored it. But again, he does the same exact mistake here. Boosts past the ball, and now he's going for a dribble on a wide open net. There is no point of doing a dribble on a wide open net. You want to push the ball as quickly as possible to this net. Instead, he tries for a dribble, screws up the first touch, and then doesn't get a goal there. That was more, he wanted a dribble more than a shot, it seemed like. It was really confusing, and it was just not a good play at all. When you have a free net, you got to score those in twos. It's very, very important. Here we got Charlesard back on defense. Again, kills in the corner. I like those plays. It's not bad. It gives Hammer Pants enough time to get back in the net. And then, of course, they should have scored one earlier because of that kill. And then this one, they didn't. This was a better pass, though. So, so there's always a danger. Like, when you kill it on the corner, you have the other team has to use both players to score a goal. But if they do it effectively, then they can still score a goal. So, right here, a really good pass by Jay Howard. Hammer Pants actually takes a really long time to go up for this. This is not Charlesard's ball. Like, I like that he's going back to net. He could have stayed on the wall, like if he was afraid of like an aerial, but that's fine too to go on the ground. Where are we going? We're going to Hammer Pants here. Yeah, I just want to see his reaction time to this. He sits there. It takes a while because he had to turn around all the way. See how he sits, and he's actually pointed inside the net. So right here, you already know that you're going to have to turn a little bit, and that takes up some time. So when you're sitting here in net, you should never be pointed inside your net ever, because that's not really going to help you. So at this point, he should already be parallel, probably a little bit outside to the net, because you expect the pass to go middle. Plus, you'll have enough time to turn back left if you need to, like if it's just one of those squirters off the wall that just goes right to the near post. But here, he wasn't really lined up, and then it's just taking him a little too long with the gas brake. He just couldn't get a good line on it, which, you know, is fine. That happens. And they got a little lucky that blue side also did not get a good line on it, so no goal here. It's just a whiff. Like, those are just, you know, like, those just have to be cleaned up. Simple as that. And there, oh, almost a goal. So here, we actually have, I just want to go forward a little bit. So he goes to net. He sees the shot from relax. So this one's weird because I think he reads that his teammate is going to hit this ball. Right here, he thinks Hammer's going to hit the ball. And one of the best things to learn is to learn when you know cars will hit the ball or not hit the ball. Plus, if they're so off angle that they might hit it, but really weakly. So there, a Hammer just misses it. And I think Charlesard thought that it was going to be a hit. And then last second, he has to try and jump save. Which I'm surprised he jumps here because, I don't know, maybe he thought that's where the angle was going. But it takes him out of the play. Like, if he stays grounded, then he could have spun around, made a better attempt here. But Jay Howard, he tried for the bounce shot. Excuse me, I'm a little sick as well. He tried for the bounce shot, but it hits off the crossbar, so no goal there. A little lucky that they got away with that. That was 2 missed shots from blue. And Hammer Pants dribbling up again. Like, I like the midfield game here. It's taking a really long time to aerial that, but it works out. Blue side's not going for it, so good play there. I like these plays. So these plays I love. When you're in the corner, it's actually a really good idea to try and bait the goalie out by passing it to yourself, like off the wall. He probably had to hit this a little bit harder to make it a little bit more reactive. But Jay Howard actually just hugged that inside post and made a really good save. So good read by him. But it was a good idea from Charlesard. Good play here. All right, so right here, when we see the 2 aerials, this is very smart. So we see blue side, they're already up in the air for the aerial while Hammer Pants is on the ground. As soon as Charlesard sees this, he turns around because he knows more than likely that this is a loss on this aerial. So very smart positional play by reading the other team plus your teammate. And then we get the dunk by relax. Well, not really dunk, just a weak aerial. And Charlesard was turned around so he can make the really far clear, which was nice. Now he's waiting for the pass middle. It seems like they keep getting caught in the corners and not able to effectively make passes out to the middle. Here, that's just a giveaway to Jay Howard. He didn't really have to do this. He could have actually waited. So one thing that you can do in twos, not so much in threes because there's too many cars. Right here, like you see, both guys are on the left. No one's attacking the ball, though. So he could have actually used his brakes, let the ball roll by him, and then start dribbling it out to the right. And neither of the blue cars would have been able to do too much if he just sat behind the ball, even on a 50-50. Instead, he just taps it to him and gives him ball possession, which is not great at all. You should never try and do that whenever possible, but everyone does it, like including pros. There's a lot of times where you'll just want the ball out so you can like regroup. Here was a little bit of a fake. This was just a little awkward. So again, here he tries to pass to himself, which I do like, but he just misreads the wall and could have easily scored a near post shot. Instead, he has to side flip and he gets really screwed up. But I just want to see this again. Again, here he's going a little fast, like his teammate last time. He might have been able to cut this around. Like I could tell he was feeling the pressure. And then here he just lands really poorly. So right here, like on the side flip, he side flips. But look at that landing. He landed with the front side first, then the back side, and he actually kind of spun a bit, which is never good because then you cut your wheels just a little bit and turn. It looks like he was also holding left to turn a little bit early when he probably should have just let the car go flat and side flip this in. Instead, it makes him cut and then he can't get the goal. So just really unfortunate there, but just got to try and control how you land it. Don't get too panicky when possible. All right, so this play was, now this is a really awful play. Not because not because of the miss. Like even if he hits this ball, it's awful because that was a great opportunity for a really good shot, and he turned it into a terrible shot attempt. And so I'll explain why here. Let me go into where is it? Here we go. We'll go to 10%. So ball's in the air, but there's no one challenging. So you have all the time in the world here. What you should do is try and hook around again so you can get a shot. Wait for the ball to bounce. Since no one's challenging you, it's always better to wait for the ball to bounce to keep the ball like in the air and a decent amount of time. What I think he was trying to do was trying to push this ball towards the net because the goalie was backwards. But the way he went about it, that ball was just going to die right into the ground. It would have been an easy save for the goalie. And so it doesn't really work out for him here. But he could have easily just waited for that ball to bounce. Like right here, like right there when the ball bounces, he'd be on the 18-yard box line, having a pretty decent chance at a shot. Depends on if the blue side would have came out or not to go for the challenge. And if they do, then you just quickly aerial and push it against the wall for a pass instead to Hammer Pants. But instead, he tried for the aerial shot, but he was way too high up, so it was just going to die. Maybe, like, if he gets that in the air, it's possible. Like, right here, like, if he gets in the air and throws it up high, like, over the crossbar, you have a chance, but his angle is completely off. He doesn't even turn his car until it's way too late. He's just driving parallel to the ball, and now he tries to turn. So I'm not sure why he did that. You always want to get your angles correct on the ground and then go for the aerial. There, he waited till he was in the air, and that's a lot harder to do. So it didn't really work out at all there. Definitely need more patience, though. Like, when you have time, and that happens a lot in twos, use all that time to make the better quality shot when you can. Here again, the Hammer Pants tries to push it to a pass in the middle, but so far they've been unsuccessful on all their corner passes. Just nothing has worked at all. They need to get it away from the walls and out towards the middle of the field, and they are not doing that at all. They're just rolling it in front of the net, and then goalies are clearing it every single time. Let's go back here. So we got relax. Good play by him, waiting for the bounce so the ball actually goes over Charlesard's head. He probably should have been back further. Like, hindsight is 20/20, obviously. But good little tip there, because it didn't look like that's the type of hit that was coming out of there. So I can see why he was a little bit surprised. And then here he just gets a bad kill. He was trying to kill that ball on the wall and wrap it back around, but he got a really bad pinch. And what you want to do on the pinches is, what I would do, like, instead of doing the risky pinch there, is maybe try and side flip into it. Like, go more to the left and then side flip to kill it on the corner for sure, instead of going for the pinch attempt. It just looked like it was a hard play because he was surprised by it, and it turned into a good pass for the team, and they did a good aerial. And, you know, just one mistake can cost you. They've had a few, and they've gotten lucky that Blue hasn't scored a couple more goals, so guess you'll take it. Here it could be a quality shot. Nice quality shot there. Nice and high. All right, so here, he shoots this, but he sees... All right, so blue car, he's on the right side of the field. He's going to make the save, and it's going to go left. So immediately, he should be boosting to the left, maybe even picking up that mid boost, because he knows it's going to wrap around the corner, and then waiting for the secondary shot. Instead, he kind of follows the ball a little bit too much, doesn't go left at all, and instead, now he's not ready for the play into the corner. And he dies as well. Hammer Pants was coming up, I guess, a little bit. But Hammer Pants just loses out here on the 50-50. But I would have loved to see him boost to, like, more towards the corner. Because he knows that that's, like, really the only save that they're going to have there. And it's a very readable save. And that's one thing that you just want to try and do is read the other team. He's been doing a pretty good job of it here or there. Just not all the time. But no one reads everything perfectly. Not even pros, so... It's always like, that's one of the best things to do is just to keep that up and try and get better and better at reading just where everyone's going on the field or what type of hits they're doing on the field. So again, we had some bad centers that time by blue. It was just too high over the net, so it went off the wall. And it was not good at all. Just want to go back here. I missed what Hammer Pants did. All right, Hammer Pants got the dunk, but again, no passes. They keep getting the ball in the corner, but they're not... facilitating passes at all. They're just looking for like the juicy rebounds, but they're not doing high quality shots to make juicy rebounds happen. They're just rolling it towards the goalie, and goalies can clear it pretty easily. So it's not really happening. See right there, that's a juicy rebound for blue side. Probably should have been a goal, and it is a goal. Right here was just a little bit of an awkward touch. I see what he's trying to do here. So Relax has got it. He wants to kill this ball in the corner. Just doesn't get far enough. It was still decent, but then there was just an awkward 50-50. Hammer Pants lost it. Not much he could do here with this shot. He might have been able to quick aerial, maybe touch it, but it's doubtful. He tries to get the block, and he puts himself in a good spot. Just Jay Howard gets the dunk, and now they're down 2. Alright, he's going up the corner. He should go up the corner and try and poke that out middle. Again, bad pass to the middle. They're keeping it like along the wall so the goalies can easily clear it out. He needs to find a way to try and get it out to the center. Works out though. Hammer Pants, great pass to the middle. Like, these are the passes that I want to see in twos. You don't always have to use the corners. Like, if you just go parallel on the field, or I don't know if we call it parallel, but lateral on the field, then you can get some high quality shots. But one thing that I want to note here on this corner, the best way to pop it off the wall and out is you go right underneath the ball. Here he goes to the side. If he goes right underneath it, then it's going to pop out and off his hood and probably hit the ceiling and then come down for Hammer Pants for a shot. And it would come out a little bit further. It'd still be tough, but it would come out a little bit further instead of just hitting it right to the blue side again. But Hammer Pants did a great job waiting for that rebound, and he made a play out of it, which is what you should do. Don't get baited in from those passes. Wait at midfield, wait for that clear, and then try something else on your second attempt. And that's like mostly what twos is. If you are playing that corner play, you don't necessarily have to go for the pass. You just want to wait for that rebound. And then here, just a really awkward play by Jay Howard. It's actually a really good win on the faceoff. He gets there first and just dunks through. For some reason, the other guy didn't jump and came late. So that was a little awkward. And then Jay Howard kind of in a tough spot here. Not expecting faceoffs to go over your net too often here. Kind of hard to read. Tries to read it, just completely whiffs. And then that's the end of that. And the goal goes to Orange. 2-2 game, 1 minute left. See how they finish off here. Again, Relax is going at a weird face-off. Doesn't really work out for him, and they almost get another face-off goal. A good front flip there, just getting back in net. He wasn't in a favorable spot to make a play, and Hammer Pants was there anyway, so let Hammer Pants have it. I don't know what happened here. A lot of panic is going on with these guys. So Hammer Pants here, dribbles through 2, bumps one out. The other one also flipped out. Both of them are out of the play for an extremely long time. Instead, though, he goes up against the corner when now he won't have an angle on a shot. And just panics, really. Tries to jump up here, Relax. is not in net yet. He probably could have waited for the ball to roll around. He did get like an unfavorable bounce on the wall, but really awkward spot here. And you want to like at least like tip that ball up so it makes the 2 goalies missed, and then Charlesard could get the goal, but it didn't work out there at all. Kind of just panicked because he really wanted the goal and thought it was free. But the ball does come out pretty favorable for Charlesard. So here's the tough play here. He has some decisions to make. Relax is right in the middle of the net, but he is facing towards the outside post. Now, he's so close that he should be able to score to the outside post either way. Or he could try for the really weak inside post shot and maybe get a goal. And, of course, the third option is just hit it high and hard, and most likely it's going in. What he does is none of them. Throws it right at Relax, right into the middle of the net. Basically, just gets screwed here. He doesn't get on top of the ball. He actually jumps way too early, and again, has a weird angle. Maybe he's trying for near post, but just got it a little bit poor of an angle. But he actually jumps a little early here. Like, instead of going right underneath the ball and then jumping and getting that slight pop, he goes to the side, and now he will jump and not get any height on the shot. It goes right into Relax. That should have been a goal. He had 3 different options that probably all would have worked to an extent, and just not the high-quality shot. But at the same time, like, Charlesard knows that. Like, any player that's playing knows when you have a shot in the 6-yard box and, like, the goalie's not attacking you just yet, you should score those every time. Here again, Hammer Pants. There's 0 passes coming in from Orange off these walls. All they're doing is rolling the ball right into blue side goal. They're not getting the passes off the wall into the middle. And then this has happened time and time again. I'm going to go to Hammer Pants and show you what probably could have been done here. So right here is a bad tip to start off. You want to tip it up the wall and then try and play it off the wall so the ball comes out. And once again, go underneath the ball so the ball comes out for an aerial pass. Instead, he cuts it to the left. Now, if you do cut it to the left, you have to go around the ball and cut it even more left and don't take the shot. You actually want to flip it backwards right to your teammate. And that might throw off the goalies because they're mostly worried about protecting their net. So they might try to block the shot, but you go for the pass. Instead, it still goes up the wall. And just another whiff on the wall. You can't be missing those. Like, you need at least a tip there. It probably wouldn't have helped. It probably wouldn't have went across the net, but at least maybe have a better chance at ball possession. And here, good dunk here. It's a smart play by Charlesard. And then Hammer Pants, you gotta score this. So, all right. So I'll show you why he misses the shot. And I've done this plenty of times as well. All right, here we go. Let's see. So he's coming out. Sees the dunk. He's got this. All right, right here. He's a little bit afraid of his angle on what he's got here, so he's going to try and correct it by doing a different flip. So he tries for the side flip. See how he tries for the side flip? And he gets it more with the wheels. Like, I think like this counts as like an underside hit more so. And the ball just trickles out from him. Because he was trying to side flip because he thought he wasn't going to have enough angle for the shot. So instead of doing that diagonal front flip or something to get a harder shot on net, he tried to like fight off the ball a little bit, and he had to try and counter the momentum, which he really didn't do because he had to fight it off and got a really weak hit. Instead, he should have went for the diagonal flip to try and get a little bit harder of a shot. He probably didn't even need it, really. He probably could have like just done a front flip. It looked like he was pretty much on point, but he tried to correct himself with a side flip, but usually that'll be a weaker shot. And, yeah, it gets extremely weak shot, and it didn't work out there at all for him. Hammer Pants with the pass to the middle. Ooh, super dangerous, but works out to get the ball out. Now, again, got to be a better pass. So what you want to do is if you don't think that you have a great shot, like he has a pretty good shot opportunity here, one thing you should always try and do, though, is go inside post. Because if you miss, it turns into a good pass because you have a really good angle on a shot for the next player, because the ball, it hits off but then comes out like kind of straight, like right down the center. Now if you go outside post, there's no way that your teammate can score because it's just going to roll into the corner. So here, that's exactly what happens. He tries to go outside post, doesn't work. But you can bait goalies out by going near post and not making the shot go in because they usually panic and try and make the save. Didn't work out there. Another missed opportunity. They're really not getting many passes done on either side, really. Blue side as well. It seems like it's a lot of just like awkward 50-50s or like awkward mistakes that turns into passing plays for the other team. which is fine. But at some point, you have to start facilitating your own passes to get some more scoring chances in there. And that's where, like, you'll start seeing the pros and twos do a lot better. Here's a good play, just trying to watch for the rebound again. Hammer Pants tries for a pass. There's no way this pass is going to work because he's not even midfield yet, so whatever, which is fine. Then just clear the rebound. He gets an awkward touch here, though, by Charlesard. Could have just thrown that high and off the wall and then maybe set himself up for a backboard play, but gets an awkward touch. He's got to make up for it. Gets another awkward touch. Never want to throw that ball middle. Want to throw that to the side. But he threw it middle and light, which turns into a quality shot for Blue, but luckily they get away with it. Hammer Pants with the floater gets the goal to win it. So this play was just like Jay Howard trying to keep the ball in, but when you get it off a wall, it turns into a shot attempt for the other team. Like, you always want to keep it along the walls. Hammer Pants gets the shot and gets the floater, gets the winner. And luckily, they came out on top in this game. Like, this was a really awkward game. And again, their teammates, they need to start facilitating passes more. We didn't see really any high-quality passes, except for Hammer Pants. That one pass he did lateral across the field right there for this goal. This was the only pass we really saw work. Every other goal by both sides was more like mistakes or weird 50-50s where the ball leaks out. So just want to focus on your passing from the corners. It was not working out well. Especially Hammer Pants as well, because he was the one usually up front, and Charlesard was the one waiting back. But yeah, that'll do it for this replay analysis, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the less content. I'm probably going to try and do one video Monday through Friday and make them a little bit lengthier if possible. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time, and thank you, Charlesard, for the support on patreon.com/Gibbs00. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.